Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland BROWNSFANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the Browns lately, you know that things are heating up in Cleveland, especially when it comes to the quarterback position. It's been a season full of questions, debates, and a lot of speculation. And honestly, it's not just about what the fans want or what the media whispers about. No, it's about what's best for the team, the long-term vision, and how the Browns can position themselves for a real shot at a Super Bowl. So today, we're diving deep into this ongoing saga, focusing on the potential shift at quarterback, particularly the buzz around Shedeur Sanders, and what that could mean for Cleveland's future. First off, let's set the stage. The Browns are currently in a pretty interesting spot. They're not having the season they might have envisioned at the start, but they're also not out of the playoff picture yet. Still, the bigger picture looms large. Draft positioning, trade rumors, and the ongoing quest to find stability at quarterback dominate conversations around Berea. And let's be honest, for Browns fans, the quarterback position has been a roller coaster for years now. From the days of Baker Mayfield to Deshaun Watson, the team has been searching for that franchise guy who can bring consistent excellence, who can carry them deep into the playoffs. Right now, the spotlight is on Dillon Gabriel, who's been the starter for most of the season. Gabriel has shown flashes, but there's no denying that he's struggled at times. His inconsistency has been a point of concern, especially in crucial moments. But what's really stirring up the noise is the possibility of Shedeur Sanders stepping in. Sanders, coming out of college with a reputation for being a talented quarterback, has been the subject of a lot of social media chatter, and some insiders believe that the Browns might be contemplating giving him a shot sooner rather than later. It's important to note, though, that this isn't a decision driven by fan demands or media hype alone. No, it's rooted in a strategic assessment of what's best for the team's future. Now, let's talk about Sanders himself. Coming from Colorado, where he played an exciting, high-powered offense, Sanders made quite a splash in college. He showcased his arm talent, mobility, and football IQ, which made many analysts believe he could be a high NFL draft pick. And with his strong college performances, the idea of him stepping into the NFL as an immediate starter has been floated around quite a bit. But as with all young quarterbacks, the transition isn't just about physical talent. It's about mastering the nuances, reading defenses, calling protections, going through progressions, making quick decisions under pressure. And that's where the Browns are cautious. His first preseason action and college tape reveal a quarterback with all the tools, but also a player still learning the intricacies of the NFL game. Cleveland's offense is exactly simple. It's complex, demanding a high football IQ and a level of maturity in decision-making. The offensive line, which is still trying to gel, and the overall passing game, which currently lacks an easy button, mean that rushing Sanders into action could be risky. NFL defenses are fast, aggressive, and much more sophisticated than college defenses, especially those that Colorado faced. So while Sanders might be physically ready, the coaching staff here is taking a cautious approach, prioritizing his development and long-term potential over short-term fixes. On the flip side, Dillon Gabriel has been given the opportunity to start and has faced the ups and downs that come with NFL play. Drafted in the third round, many saw Gabriel as a potential starter with the ability to develop into a reliable long-term option. The Browns saw in him a player with promise, someone who could grow within their system, especially with the offensive line being a work in progress. But struggles, especially in some critical moments, have fueled speculation about whether a change might be needed sooner rather than later. Here's where the debate gets even more interesting. Some analysts and fans argue that with the season's trajectory, giving Sanders a shot now might be the best way to evaluate what Cleveland has in him, especially before the NFL draft planning for 2026. It's about seeing if Sanders can develop on the fly, if he can handle the NFL's complexity, and if he can bring a spark to a Browns offense that's been inconsistent at best. Others, however, believe that rushing Sanders into action before he's truly ready could jeopardize his development and the team's chances in the immediate future. They emphasize patience, saying that if Gabriel continues to struggle, then, and only then, should Sanders be considered for a start. This decision isn't about what fans want or the media's pressure, and it certainly isn't about just patching things up for this season. It's about long-term planning. The Browns are in a unique position where they need to balance the present with the future. They have to ask, is Sanders physically capable of handling the NFL now? Does he understand the mental aspects of the game at this level? And most importantly, is he ready to take the reins when the time comes? These aren't easy questions, and the coaching staff is carefully assessing every aspect of his readiness. Pre-draft evaluations paint a promising picture of Sanders. Many scouts saw him as a potential NFL starter with the right development, and some believed he could be a franchise quarterback down the line. But that potential comes with patience. It's about nurturing his raw talent, helping him understand NFL defenses, and ensuring he's ready to lead a team in high-pressure situations. The Browns, like any smart organization, are weighing these factors carefully, knowing that rushing a young quarterback into action can sometimes backfire if he's not fully prepared. And let's not forget, the Browns have a veteran in Gabriel who's been thrust into the spotlight. His struggles are real, but they're also part of the growing pains that come with learning the NFL game. The coaching staff sees him as a player with potential, someone who can still develop into a consistent starter, and they're watching him closely. If he can improve, then Sanders continues to develop behind the scenes, learning from the sidelines, absorbing the playbook, and getting comfortable with the speed of the game. What makes this situation even more intriguing is the broader context of the Browns' roster and season. The team has shown resilience, but also inconsistency. The offensive line, which has had its share of ups and downs, needs to gel for the passing game to truly thrive. The coaching staff is balancing the need to develop young talent with the immediate goal of winning games. It's a delicate dance, and the decision to start Sanders will be a strategic one, made with the long-term in mind rather than just the current record. Now I know many of you Browns fans are eager to see Sanders take the field. The hype is real, and his potential is undeniable. But patience is key here. The Browns have a plan, and that plan involves making sure Sanders is mentally and physically ready to handle the NFL grind. Rushing him into action before he's fully prepared could do more harm than good. The coaching staff is watching him closely, evaluating his progress in practice, and assessing whether he has the tools to succeed at this level. It's not just about talent, it's about readiness. And sometimes the best move for the team and for Sanders himself is to wait a little longer before making that leap. So what's the bottom line? The Browns are in a unique situation where they have a promising young quarterback in Sanders, but also a veteran in Gabriel who's fighting to keep his starting spot. The decision of when to start Sanders isn't just about the here and now, it's about the future of the franchise. Do they risk rushing Sanders into action and potentially stunting his growth? Or do they continue to develop him behind the scenes while trusting Gabriel to lead the team, at least for now? Ultimately, this is a long-term chess match, and the Browns, front office and coaching staff are playing it carefully. They know that the right decision could set them up for a deep playoff run in the coming years, especially if Sanders develops into the franchise quarterback many believe he can be. But rushing that process might do more harm than good. It's a classic case of patience versus impatience, and Browns fans, you know how vital patience is when it comes to building a winning team. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you believe it's time for Sanders to step in and take over, or do you think the team should stick with Gabriel a little longer? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. We're in the middle of a pivotal season, and every decision, every game, and every development could influence the franchise's future trajectory. Thanks for being with me today, and as always, go Browns.